Hi, my name's Phil. I like talking about politics, and in this video I'd like to discuss the government's attempts to build up about 6 weeks worth of stocks of medicines ahead of their damaging no-deal Brexit at the end of the year. Unfortunately, this policy aim, which at first glance can sound quite sensible, doesn't really seem to be based on reality. But first, if you'd like to be notified of daily news and politics, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification icon. So, with Boris Johnson's hard Brexit path, we are going to struggle to get medicines imported into the country. Government don't even seem to deny this. But not to worry, not to worry. It's not just medicines being imported into the country. We'll also struggle to import some of the raw materials needed by pharmacy companies based in the UK as well. Now, with this in mind, the government attempted, it was last year, was it the year before? But some time ago, they attempted to stockpile what medicines could be stored in a special facility, sounds fine, in Belgium. Yes, I know, I said that too. Because it would be difficult to import things from the EU, we decided to build a stockpile for Brexit in an EU country. Not that this solves the whole problem, because not all medicines can be stockpiled. Some of them have a very short half-life. Half-life? Shelf life. I think I say half-life because I say half-life more than shelf life, being a physicist. Actually, some will also have a short half-life, but I think we manufacture those in this country. The other problem is, of course, you can't always just scale up production to allow for this. But never mind, it would have been better than nothing, undoubtedly, absolutely. Except now it's not, because, well, this little healthcare crisis that we are in the middle of has used up those stocks, so now we've got to start the stockpile again. So the government has written to pharmaceutical companies asking them to stockpile drugs for Brexit. So we're going to need some more. We're going to struggle. Could you stockpile, please? About 6 weeks would be great. This time they'd like them to be stockpiled in the UK, because I think the plan with the Belgian store is that we were going to get them here on special ferries. But then someone put Chris Grayling in charge of the plan, who promptly paid a company that had no ferries and no experience of running ferries to be involved. So it's possible that they've abandoned that idea now. So it's back to stockpiling in this country. Good stuff, I hear you say. Never mind the Brexiteer statements about no downsides to Brexit and no risk of leaving the single market. We are where we are, and it's good that the government are thinking about us by asking manufacturers to just stockpile some extra for the start of next year when we're going to struggle. Unfortunately, the pharmaceutical industry has had to respond along the following lines. Thank you very much for your letter. Unfortunately, we will not be able to comply with your wishes at this time. You see, we're in the middle of a major pandemic. You may have seen something about it in the news. And pressure on supplies is at a record high. So where does that leave us? Well, according to the Pharmaceutical Journal, which is the journal in this country for the pharmaceutical industry, 70% of drugs dispensed in the UK pass through the EU at some point. They're either manufactured in the EU or something that's used in their manufacture comes from the EU. The industry warned us in June that we'd exhausted our Brexit stockpile and it wouldn't be possible to build it back up in time for the end of the transition period. We were told that before they wrote this letter, which makes it all the more remarkable that the Department of Health have sent this letter out since being told that. The way you could explain it is like this. You sort of imagine this little to and fro between the pharmaceutical industry and the government. You know, the pharmaceutical industry, the pharmacists say, we've run out of our stockpile and this pandemic means we cannot build up another stockpile this year. So the government say, okay, could you build up a stockpile for Brexit? No, we've run out and this pandemic is not allowing us any spare capacity. Frankly, we can't even keep up with demand as it is. Okay, but could you build us up 6 weeks worth of stockpile by the end of the year? That'd be great. No, we can't. Just where it's possible, of course. It isn't possible. Not at all? No. And also, not only can't we build up a stockpile, but your decision to remove us from the EU has meant that the European Medicines Agency has buggered off to the Netherlands, taking a crap load of products with them. So if you change any of the regulations at all affecting these medicines after Brexit, any of them, then you'll have yourself an entirely new source of shortages, because we won't be able to get them cleared with the new regulations in time. Also, leaving the EU without a deal means we won't have access to the information in the Falsified Medicines Directive database. Is that a problem? Not if you don't care whether the medicine you're taking is what it says on the packet, no. Oh, is it dangerous to take the wrong medicine? Oh yes, very. Also, some EU-based pharmacies may find themselves a little short-staffed from January, making it even trickier to manufacture the medicines that you want. Bloody Europeans. It's your fault. You what? Previously, you'd agreed to recognise pharmaceutical qualifications and accreditations, even if there weren't going to be a comprehensive deal with the EU. Well, that sounds sensible. Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, your latest boss, the blonde buffoon, has changed all that and tied it as a condition for a deal. So if you don't get a deal, we don't have this accreditation. So that might reduce the capacity of our industry to make more medicines as well, because we won't have the staff. Oh, and just for future reference, the middle of winter is a really, really bad time to be leaving the EU, even if there weren't a global pandemic throwing a spanner in the works, because it's our busiest time of the year. Let's see. So demand will be higher because of COVID and the usual winter illnesses, which won't go away. And supply will be lower due to travel problems, regulatory problems, and a potential lack of pharmacists, and no system in place to even tell us if the medicines you ordered are the medicines you've received. At this point, the government go, okay, I see what you're saying. So can we have a stockpile of about 6 weeks worth of medicines before Brexit so we can avoid all these problems? So there we are. That's the situation we seem to be in. Have fun. Hope you found the video interesting. If you did, don't forget to click the like button. And if you'd like to support the channel further, please also click the Patreon link for details. And until next time, I'll see you later.